Right, I've clicked the go live button. I've just got to close down my YouTube version that opens up because it always is about 20-second delay. Then we are good to go, I think. Right, go live. So there we go. If I mute that and close that, right. We're about ready to go. I'm going to do a very quick intro and get into the music, Rob, and then we're good.
You got it.
So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome. You're listening to the Synthwave radio show.
She's on the town with no care for fun. Her mama said never walk with the dog when you bird with the fire, when you bird with the law. She's out chasing the dreams of the silver screens. She's stealing scenes of the make-believe. And now she's under the thumb of the gun with the future's a stick when she's living for fun. To be another fool, I'm dancing with the fever rules. Living fast, you gotta keep it cool. She's here to not another excuse. There is a sadness that speaks from the eyes. There's a madness and evil she keeps in disguise. Against coldest eyes from the years of past, they tell the tale of a love gone still. Spending the nights in the fill of the chase to escape from the pain of a world gone insane. To be another fool, I'm dancing with the fever rules. Living fast, you gotta keep it cool. She's here to stay. Can't go it alone. She's so far from home. She ain't going alone. She's so far from home. Don't be another fool. Dancing where the fever rules. Living fast, you gotta keep it cool. She's here to stay. She's a runaway. To be another fool. I'm dancing where the fever rules. Living fast, you gotta keep it cool. She's here to stay. She's a runaway. She can't get in there. No, no, no. She can't get in there. No, no, no. She can't get in there. When you found the moment.
Welcome. You're listening to the Synthwave radio show with me, your host, Danny D. Joining me today, occasional guest, is Power Rob, award-winning vocalist, actor, songwriter. He's got a great collection of sunglasses. He does singing lessons. He's got a group called Megatronics. There's a bit of films with a Thrill Killer. And Rob, I see you still managed to get time to go to the gym.
Let's try to, at least. Doing my best, all things considered.
How are you, sir? How are you doing?
Pretty good. Just keeping busy. It's definitely been an interesting few weeks. I've heard, over the pond, it's definitely been a little intense to say the least.
We've got a few challenges. But nothing we can't get through. Now,
Yes.
Rob, I really appreciate you coming on. You've been, well, fairly busy over Christmas, and we've got an exclusive here. I think it's only been out 24 hours. Is that right? This new
Something
track,
like that.
Thunder?
Yeah, brand new track with the Ns84.
So can you just tell me a bit about this? How did this all come about?
Well, I got done working on the Runaway EP, which has some of Ns84's work on the song Strong. I believe he was also behind the remix of Carol's Whisper. I'm pretty sure he was. So we had sort of crossed paths. We never actually collaborated together. Like I would either write like Runaway. Since I wrote that one, he's working with Tony Corelli to kind of produce some of the stuff I wrote. But really, in terms of the collaboration side of things, we never really worked together on a song until Thunder. So I got a message from him, and he had a couple tracks he sent me. He said, "Hey, these could use some vocals," and so he sent me the instrumental for what eventually became Thunder. It was fun. There was some elements in it that I felt gave a lot of room for some fun melodies. There's a lot of atmosphere to that tune. It's I think the first song that entirely built via communicating through WhatsApp, which was a very unique experience for me. Yeah, we never even had so much as a Zoom call together to build it. I worked up my parts and I sent them over to him and I exchanged notes, and I think I would send a voice memo every once in a while of a part that I'd like to edit on, and I would like just send a voice clip of me saying this, and I would say what to show the difference, like, hey, do it, move it to like this or something like that. But that was on just no real.
So Ns84 is responsible for the beat, is he, or is that?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then he's got in touch with you. You worked out some vocals, worked with him over Christmas. I assume, was that all going on over Christmas?
Roughly, yeah. I'd say it was probably, if I recall correctly, it was probably late November is when he sent me the stuff, and then we worked on it throughout December, I believe. I gotta double check the timeline, but something like that. That makes sense. It's been so busy that like once I finished with Ends, I was already releasing stuff for Thrill Killer, and we just got Megatronics. We announced that we were signed to TW1 Records, and we're getting an EP out with them, and there's a Thrill Killer EP coming out. So and then I also got a lot of great artists from Aztec that are sending me stuff. So literally, I'm just like I'm finishing one song and doing the other one. Like if you can't play shows, it's just record. So I think that sounds right. I have to double check.
Yeah, and how's that looking on the whole show front over there in the States? Are you looking forward to maybe getting back out there in 2021? Is that going to be allowed? I
would love to. At the moment, according to the current vaccine trajectory, we could have this wrapped up by August. I've been watching the events, but different strains, whatnot, pretty intensely. I know there's the South Africa variant. We were talking about pre-show earlier. It apparently can be resistant to antibodies in the vaccine, which means it really is imperative that our countries, knock out this vaccine development. So it just depends, I think August is a safe bet. I know we're going to be, Megatronics, Thrill Killer, and Power Rob. We're banking on it, and until then, like we're doing very safe rehearsals and stuff for Thrill Killer and Megatronics to prepare for an August deal, maybe some live stream stuff, but. Yeah, it's the best we can do right now. It's my 1 year anniversary of shows, actually. My last show I played was New York this time.
Really?
About 2 days, about 22nd, yeah. So, yeah, feeling it.
It's funny, isn't it? It's nearly been a year for me since I actually DJ'd a professional live gig anywhere. So, yeah, anniversary's all coming around. Now, we've got a few tracks of yours. The first track we just played there was Runaway. Huge song. I really loved that. Especially, I've gone a bit geeky and I've made a note of 1 minute 29. There's a really nice melody that just goes over the top. Really nice. I love that bit. Do you know what I'm talking about?
What part is that? I can pull it up. Is it the bridge?
Literally runs. Yeah, it just runs over the top. It's very nice. Anyway, but we've got your new track Thunder. That's going to be on in a few minutes, and we're gonna end the session with Strong. But you mentioned you've got some stuff coming out with Megatronics, did you?
Yeah, we've tracked a good chunk of our upcoming sophomore release. It's an upcoming EP. We have plans for a music video We have some pretty fun locations we've landed. Thankfully, because Robbie has already worked with Thrill Killer on our music films, it's kind of given us the ability to, we can collaborate already visually with different video aspects and all that. So with Megatronics, we have some really fun cinematic stuff. We're looking to take some hints from a really big 80s movie franchise no one's really touched on yet. We're going to get some gigantic nods from for fight scenes and whatnot. And we're full speed ahead on that. Most of my gym stuff is getting ready for the spring to get ready for that. Should be fun.
Good. Okay, well, what we'll do is we'll take a break there and we'll play Thunder. And we'll come back and we'll be speaking to Power Rob straight after. So here we go. This is Ends 84 featuring Power Rob with Thunder. Is an absolute banger of a track, Rob. I absolutely love that one.
I really like it. Thank you.
All of it, everything, the chorus, the verses, the intro as well. Brilliant. Really loved that. So I've got to ask, are you going to be doing anything more with Ends 84?
Yeah, I talked with that guy pretty, I'd say similarly about songs and whatnot. We talked obviously during the release, and I think definitely one of the things we mentioned was, I was like, hey, I got a full-length release coming out, working on a lot of songs for it. I'm basically just taking as many great artists I've had the pleasure of working with and collaborating with him, and then we basically start adding him to the release. And he was one of the first guys I hit up, especially after Thunder. That was, it was a learning experience to build that with him. And I think now since we have Thunder under our belt, I think the next one's going to be even more fun to put together. So yeah, he's definitely one of the top guys I've pegged for the release for sure.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Now, switching it back to your sunglasses, I've seen your collection. I've seen it on your Instagram. How many pairs do you have?
Well, if you count the Pit Vipers, I think I've got 6 or 7 Pit Vipers, and goodness, for their other ones, I would not be surprised if it's 2025 maybe.
And
just can't seem to stop.
Do you have is it new retro.net you get yours from?
One of the ones my main source is Pit Viper. That's these dudes. They have been a fantastic company to work with. They hooked up Thrill Killer for the new installment of our music film series, Digital Desperado.
Oh.
All of those were on the house. They sent them all over to us. They sent me this pair, actually. They sent me one pair of this during the Thrill Killer tour back almost 2 years ago now. 2 years ago almost. Wow. They sent us this pair among the other ones we filmed with in Miami, on the way to Miami, actually. It's called the Miami Nights. And my first pair were stolen on the tour down in Miami. And so they sent me this pair doing this synthwave rock opera I did called Space Kumite. So this guy has seen some 80s action. I basically put them, I saw you wearing those rad shades. And so like right before the shows, you put them on. I was like, oh, it's that kind of a show. Okay.
Yeah.
So I just popped these guys on.
This is the Synthwave radio show. You're now a member of the SRS.
Yes, I love it. I'm always a great excuse to wear the sunglasses.
Yeah, why else would I start doing this if not just a need to wear some sunglasses? I'm in England. We never get to wear sunglasses. So.
Excellent. More the better, man.
Yeah, I mean, we're snowing over here at the minute.
We're going to get it soon, too.
Oh, really?
We got some coming. We got a big ice storm apparently coming to my area of East Coast soon. So I'll be feeling your pain as well.
Yeah. Right. Well, I want to speak to you about Thrill Killer because when we spoke, and it was a good month or two ago now when we last spoke, Rob, I think you were getting ready for the release on December 19th. It was due to be released, or was that the demo or the inch?
That was the music film, yep. That was Digital Desperado. Actually, come to think of it, I have the weapon that I didn't get a chance to show you last time. I actually have it next to me. This was the Power Fist. I think it's like got some power left to it, but this is what
Digital Desperado.
Yep, this is what I punched the guy through time with in the video.
Awesome!
It's this guy. But it was a heck of a 2 years to finish that installment. And it just depends on how well it does. But we do have some plans for the new for a fourth one. I know Rocky IV in Space is on the table. We got a couple other ones.
Rocky IV in Space.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
We're running out of that's one of the last ideas I feel could be a lot of fun. But
Rocky IV in Space. Hey, this sounds great. And I'm going to go back and check out this Digital Desperado because it came out on my birthday and I think I missed it.
Well, happy belated birthday.
Yeah, no, thank you. It was a quiet one, obviously.
Same here too. My parents had to drop off. Mine was in April, right when the outbreaks were really hitting around here.
Right.
And I was very picky. They've not gotten sick. I intend to keep it that way. So they dropped off a chocolate cake, and they know I'm a big Godzilla fan, so it came with a little Godzilla on top, and so it was at my front of my door, and that was my birthday. So I feel your pain, buddy.
There we go. Well, hopefully not too many more of these.
Yeah.
And we'll get back into to the real world where we can take our masks off and just go about our normal days.
That'd be nice. I think we can get there. I think
we will get there eventually. It's light at the end of the tunnel now, I think.
I think so too.
To get there. Now, I noticed you do some singing lessons.
Yeah, I do. I've been a teacher.
Talk to me a bit about this.
I've been teaching voice for about almost 10 years. It's about 9 now. I've been teaching in various schools, and now I teach privately online. And I've worked with some really exciting artists. One of my more recent ones has an album coming out. He is a fantastic tenor. If you guys ever do power metal stuff, I can bring him on here. He's I haven't asked him if he likes if I talk about specific names and stuff in lessons, but I'll bring it up in a session one of ours coming up soon and see if he's interested in me dropping it. But he's got a giant release he's been working on for probably probably at least 3 months, just tinkering with ideas in the studio and all that. And I've got a lot of other students who do theater, pop, rock. And I've had the pleasure of working with a few of them on stage, which is one of the greatest feelings to have a student who was in a rock opera with you, and you get to talk about what happened on stage, what they did, what really sounded great, and what we can add to. And I didn't think I'd be good with kids, and apparently I am now. So that was a great thing to learn about.
Hey, that's awesome.
It was a lot of fun.
It's pretty cool. It's supposed to be very rewarding anyway.
Yeah.
But if people want to find and get in touch with you about singing lessons, I assume they can just go to your website, which is robbradley.net.
Yes, there's a sign up form. I offer a free trial lesson. So no contract, no credit cards, nothing. Usually just a free half-hour session. I'm not happy with what my students have done over the years. I'm not confident in how I can help, and so I'm always offering free half-hour lessons to anybody who wants it. We can see if they want to continue.
Great. And Thunder, that's out everywhere, I assume. Spotify, Apple Music, all the places it can be streamed and downloaded from. Go and check that out and run it up, as they say. Your social media.
Yeah.
It's Power Rob Music, if I'm right.
Yes, you're right. It's most of my socials are that. I believe that's also my YouTube. I think I managed to get it changed recently. I do have a streaming channel. It's funny enough, I tried to get the streaming channel URL put on Power Up Music, but it doesn't want to let me do it. So my kind of side, kind of hobby gaming channel is actually the YouTube Power Up, and I could not get it on the actual official Power Up. So yeah, if you look at Power Up, I'm working on that one. You'll see me playing Doom and stuff, and that's not the actual main thing I do. I just do that kind of for fun. But it's up there now, so that's one of my to-do list things.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll send everybody over there to check out your music. Do remember, please, to like and subscribe if you're watching the video on YouTube. And if you're listening on the radio, make sure you go to YouTube and check out the video. You'll see Rob in all his kits and my good self. And yeah, it's all good fun. But what we're going to do is we're going to play Strong, which is also from the Runaway EP. Mm-hmm. And we're going to come back, check in with Rob very quickly, and we'll say goodbye. But anyway, here we are. This is Power Rob with Strong.
So I'm heading down on Sunset, and the stars begin to fade, and the street lights start to flicker as the sun's reborn today. I swear I had the strangest dream. We were dancing on these streets. You had your Ray-Ban sun and me. I just kept moving my feet. Baby, we're strong in the rising light. We can be alone. It'll be alright, alright. Baby, we're strong in the rising light. We can be alone. It'll be alright, alright. There's not much I can remember, but I know it was insane. All the walls had disappeared, and I wondered where they went. I swear I had the strangest dream. We were dancing on these streets. You had your Ray-Ban sun and me. I just kept moving my feet. Baby, we're strong in the rising light. We can be alone.
There we go. Power Rob with Strong. Rob, thank you so much again for coming on today. You've been a great guest. You've got some great music out.
Thank you for having me.
That Runaway EP, that came out last year, 2020.
October, yes.
So we played both the tracks off that, Runaway and Strong, right at the beginning and at the end of the show. And of course, in the middle, we had my new favorite Power Rob song, Thunder, with Ends84. That's out everywhere now. Go and check that out. So are you doing any videos or anything for any of these, Rob?
For Power Rob, it just depends on how the album is received, I believe. That's the word for Aztec. I've shown them, I've shown them what I've got. I think that we're all in agreement. I think the Power Rob album is going to do quite well. I'm pretty confident in it. But yeah, like we did the same thing with Thrill Killer. The first album had been out before we even talked about a video. Megatronics as well. Like it just depends. If the first album does continues the pace it's been going on, then yeah, we got the team from the Thrill Killer stuff. We got the locations. So we definitely have the team here. But if we're gonna go music video, I go all in.
Cool.
So we're gonna make sure that if it's what people are interested in, then yeah, we're gonna go like full blast video. But it's on the table.
I would fly over to be in your music videos, Rob.
Oh, I'll keep that in mind, man.
Yeah. You mentioned Aztec. I want to give a big shout out to Aztec Records and John and just good self for letting us play your music on the show.
John's great.
Coming on the show and for all the contacts. You've actually been quite key in getting this all started. So
I'm really glad to see you guys. You're picking up all these Synthwave guys. It really warms my heart. I've seen some of your updates, and that's awesome. Because if it's Synthwave you wanted, I got enough buddies here that would love to be on the show. So this works out great.
Well, send them all over. I want to do these at least weekly. So please remember to like and subscribe to this video. And if you're listening on the radio, please do come over to YouTube and search Synthwave Radio Show or Synthwave SRS, and you will find us here. But Rob, once again, a big thank you from me. Do you need to shout anybody out or say thank you to anybody before we let you go?
Not really at the moment. I'm just basically going right back to work. If you like Thunder, you're going to love what's coming next too.
Great.